Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about programming a concert season for your orchestra. Whether you're a young professional or you're taking the reins of a new ensemble, crafting a compelling season is crucial. It's your chance to showcase your orchestra strengths, educate your audience, and leave them wanting more. Hi, I'm Gianmaria. I'm a conductor and a composer, and welcome to Conducting Builds. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about classical music conducting and conducting technique in particular. As always, thank you very much for your suggestions. This video is actually the result of one of your comments. Today we're going to drift away from conducting technique and we'll delve into different factors to consider when building your programs, along with examples of concerts for orchestras of various size. Now, let's get into it. What do you need to consider when you start programming a concert or a season? First thing, orchestration. String orchestra can't handle obviously the power of a Mahler symphony, while a large orchestra might overpower a small, intimate venue. You need to consider your orchestra's capabilities and instrumentation. For instance, if your string section is particularly strong, you might explore a repertoire that highlights their finesse, like a Tchaikovsky serenade. On the other hand, if your orchestra boasts a powerful brass section, stirring work by Richard Strauss could be a thrilling choice. And there's also something else that you might not be so accustomed to consider, which is costs. See, if you program a concert with the overture to La Forza del Destino, for instance, then you're going to have two harps. If the second harpist is only going to be called for that overture, then you might want to consider either changing to a different piece or program something else that features two harps. The second thing you want to consider is your audience. Who are you trying to reach? Families with young children might enjoy a pop concert with lighter classical like waltzes and overtures, while seasoned concertgoers might appreciate a deeper exploration of a particular composer or musical period. You might want to consider conducting surveys or have focus groups to get a better understanding of your audience preferences. Third, balance and variety. Don't just program an old Beethoven season. Mix it up with contrasting styles, periods, and soloists. This keeps your concerts fresh and interesting for your audience. Think about incorporating lesser-known works alongside familiar favorites. Mozart Symphony with a piece by a female composer like Ethel Smith or a contemporary composer from your own region. Let's get into some examples. A string serenade by Dvorak or Tchaikovsky is a great way to showcase the beauty and precision of your strings. These timeless pieces never go out of style and allow your musicians to shine. Then you can add a contemporary touch. Commission a new piece, for instance, for a string orchestra from a local composer. This adds audience interest and supports living artists. This demonstrates your commitment to fostering new music and creates a unique selling point for your concert. And with a fun and virtuosic piece like a string orchestra arrangement of a popular film score or a lively folk dance suite. This leaves the audience on a high note and broadens the appeal of your program. Example number 2, chamber orchestra. Focus on chamber works. This is your chance to delve into the rich repertoire of chamber music with a slightly larger ensemble. Consider a piece by Dvorak or Schubert, which were originally written for smaller groups. These works offer a more intimate and transparent listening experience compared to large-scale orchestral repertoire. Give the spotlight to a soloist. Feature a rising star soloist in a concerto written for a smaller orchestra, like a Mozart piano or violin concerto. This not only highlights the talents of a young musician, but also allows the audience to appreciate the interplay between soloists and orchestra in a chamber setting. And add some educational outreach. Program a piece that explores a specific musical period or technique. Maybe a work by a lesser-known composer. And consider, of course, including a pre-concert talk or program notes to provide context and enhance the audience's listening experience. And example number 3 for larger orchestras. Now, this is where you can unleash the full force of your orchestra, going from 40-plus player to 60, 80 to 100 and then some. A Beethoven symphony, a Tchaikovsky ballet suite, or a major work by Rachmaninoff are all crowd pleasers. These timeless masterpieces showcase the orchestra's technical prowess and leave a lasting impression. But you can mix and match with some contemporary contrast, for instance. Balance the big traditional pieces with a selection from 20th, 21st century composers like Shostakovich or John Adams. This demonstrates your commitment to programming a variety of musical styles and exposes your audience to new sonic experiences. And don't forget community collaboration. You can partner with the local choir or another musical ensemble for a joint performance of a large-scale work like Verdi's Requiem or a major choral work by Beethoven. This kind of collaboration creates a unique event and strengthens ties within the musical community. I have a few other examples, like Staying in the very, very classical standard programming, Beethoven Symphony No. 5, Tchaikovsky 1812 Overture, and Holst the Planets. If you want to go more towards romantic, then you could have the Overture from the Merry Wives of Windsor by Otto Nicolai, Violin Concerto by Mendelssohn, and Symphony No. 7 by Dvorak. An all-American Masters Evening, Copland, Appalachian Springs, Gershwin, An American in Paris, Barber, The Adagio for Strings, Faust, 3 American Pieces, and Bernstein, The Symphonic Dances from West Side Story. It almost doesn't get more traditional than that. But you could also mix it up a bit and have a night of jazz, for instance with Ellington Harlem Suite, combined with Miles Davis' Sketches of Spain, Gershwin Rhapsody in Blue, and some contemporary jazz influenced symphonic piece, again, commissioned either directly or through a competition. Or you could travel around the world with some global rhythms, for example, Revueltas senza Majah, Ravi Shankar's Sitar Concerto, Grofé Grand Canyon Suite, and Fernandez's Batuque. You could also program around a theme, for instance, the elements. The program, called Dance of the Elements, could include Stravinsky Firebird Suite, Adams' Short Ride in a Fast Machine, Respighi The Pines of Rome, Carlo Pedini Piano Concerto H2O, Debussy Image from Iberia, and the Fire Dance from El Amor Brujo. Another one could be around mystical landscape, like Borodin Polovision Dances, Griff, The White Peacock, Carlos Chavez's Sinfonia India, or the Indian Symphony, and Richard Strauss' An Alpine Symphony. These are obviously for larger orchestra, but the same concept can apply to smaller ensemble. You could explore unusual instrument, at least for the symphonic stage, like the bandoneon. For instance, a program could include the 5 tango pieces for bandoneon and strings, and the Dvorak Serenade for strings. This could be a perfect program for an afternoon concert, as it's not too long. I would of course suggest to look around and keep an eye on what's playing in your region or around your orchestra, and try not to plan exactly the same things, obviously. Think a bit out of the box. If you're programming a concert or a series of concerts around one particular composer, then don't just limit yourself to that composer's music. But look further, look around the composer's life. Who were the composers active during that time? Did they interact with that composer specifically or in particular or in any particular way? Build a concert around a story. Build a concert around something that happened during that time. Use other composers, maybe lesser known or completely unknown music, to create variety and curiosity in your programming. Now remember that these are just examples, of course. The most important thing is to program music you're passionate about and that reflects the unique character of your orchestra and your community. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any tips for programming, just leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to visit my website for a lot of different articles on conducting technique, music in general. I will see you in the next episode of Conducting Pills. In the meantime, enjoy music, enjoy conducting, and be kind to yourself. Ciao.